Welcome back, folks, to another episode of the 25 Lessons I Learned in 25 Years. This is episode number 24. We're almost to the end of this thing. What are we going to do after I shoot my last episode? Give me your ideas in the comments below. First, I'm in La Cañada, Flint Ridge today in an $11 million home, and I'll show you some B-roll of that in a second. But today, we're going to talk about what you should say to a client when they ask you, how many houses have you sold and how long have you been in the business when you're a new agent?
Got so much weight on my shoulders, enough to knock me out, but I'm still holding the throne. You never know till it's over. So pretty it hurts, just beware of the thorns. You got a glimpse, and you can't resist, luring you in closer. Guess I got a jinx. You want an honest man, but you don't understand. I won't be here when you wake up again. You want an honest man, but you don't understand. I won't be here when you wake up again. Got so much I need to cover.
All right, so this is one of the most asked questions I've ever gotten as a manager or leader in the real estate business. When you're a new agent, the worst feeling in the world is when you get caught flat-footed talking to a prospect or on a listing presentation and the client says, "So, I like you a lot, but how many houses have you sold? How long have you been in the business?" And then boom, you start to dance, you start to get uncomfortable, the sweat pours over you, and it's just, you feel like you just lost that listing because you know your only answer you have is going to be either a lie, or you're going to dance around the answer, or you're going to have to tell the truth. So what should you say? Well, some of you have heard me say this before, and I'll say it again until I'm blue in the face. The only answer possible is to tell the truth. If you do anything other than tell the truth, they will feel your evasive response and then choose to dismiss you and not work with you. People like working with honest people. Remember, your objective as a real estate agent is to establish trust. And one way to prove someone that you're a trustworthy person is to start off by just answering that question truthfully. If you've never sold a house before, you need to look them in the eye and say, "I've never sold a house before." If they ask you how long you've been in the business, say, "I got my license on Monday. Officially, it's been 5 days." I like to share this story. I was a new agent, and I was out prospecting expired listings, and I knocked the door, and a gentleman came to the door, and his name was Barry. And he looked just like the guy from that old TV show, The Greatest American Hero, so I remember this clearly like it was yesterday. I was wearing my tan Pierre Cardin suit from C&R. Some of you will remember who they were. It was really inexpensive, really cheap, and really worn out because it was the only suit I had. And it was a hot summer day. Barry came outside, and you could tell that he knew he was talking to a new agent because I was 22 years old, and I looked like I was 22 years old. And he said to me, "Look, before we go any further, thank you for coming to my house. Yes, I'm going to be listing with another agent. I'm not going to list with the agent I was with prior. I only have a couple questions. How many houses have you sold, and how long have you been in this business?" And of course, it all hit me right, just like a ton of bricks. I'm dead. There's nothing I could do here.
I'm going to have to phone a friend, Chris.
You need a real hard drinking mate here.
I'm going to ring my mum.
Sorted.
Well, I have this belief system that I've always had. I'm pretty sure that my mom is hiding in a bush around a corner anywhere I'm at. So if I lie, she's going to jump out and knock the teeth out of my head. So I knew I just have to tell him the truth. I mean, I could sweat for a second, but I need to answer that question honestly. So I did, and I looked him in the eye and I said, "Listen, sir, I got my license like 2 weeks ago. I have 0 listings. I have 0 sales. Honestly, if you asked to list your house with me, if you said you'd list with me right now, I'd have trouble filling out the contract. But here's the deal. I can promise you this much. If you give me a shot, no realtor in the world will work harder than I work. I will stay up late, I will get up early, and I will be thinking about your home. I will be thinking about getting a great result for you. You won't get that commitment from anybody. The first deal I ever have will be one that I remember for the rest of my life. And I need you to go back in your head, as you appear to be a very successful guy based on this beautiful home, that you started somewhere in your life too. And at some point in your life, somebody gave you a shot. Somebody said, you know, I'm going to give you a shot. I'm going to trust you. And that person is somebody you're thinking about right now. And you're thinking, thank goodness for that person. You can be that person for me. If you give me a shot, I will not let you down. I will work tirelessly to meet your objectives and get your house sold. I would only ask that you give me a shot. I have a great manager, I have a great broker, and if I have any issues or you have any issues with me, I'll give you their business card, their phone number, and you can call them and tell them that I'm doing a bad job. But I can promise you that's not going to happen. I'm going to find the answer. I may not have it when you call me, but I will have it within 5 or 10 minutes, and I'll get you the best answer possible. I will never make anything up, and I'll always be honest with you like I'm being honest with you right now. And Barry said, you know what? He thought for a second. That's the answer I wanted to hear. Go get your contract drawn up, come back tonight at 6, and I'll go ahead and list with you. I didn't have to tell him what I was going to do or anything. I said, you know what, that's all I know is the truth. I went back at 6 o'clock. I met with him and his wife. He told her the story. She says, he's not stopped talking about you. He likes you. He said, you're going to do great in this business. And I'm thinking, this is a very successful guy. He owns his own business, and he's sharing this with her that he just met me. All because I was honest. So my answer that I would recommend that you all give is the truth. But truth with passion, truth with confidence, and truth with commitment that you're going to deliver on all of your promises and give this everything you've got to deliver the result that they are expecting and that they want and need. With that said, folks, stay tuned for the next episode, which will be the last episode. I really appreciate you following me on this journey. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
You want an honest man, but you don't understand. I won't be here when you wake up again. You want an honest man, but you don't understand. I won't be here when you wake up again. You want an honest man.
Go fast! Fast! You know you're going down. That dude's not going to stop till he gets to Orange County.